So the next topic I want to talk about is socialization. Socialization is the process through which we learn to be members of our group, as we talk about in class, and we'll go over that in detail. But I want you to think about the subtle ways that there is socialization into our culture, the subtle ways that we are formed to be members of our group. So there are certain things that maybe only you and your family do. My mom and I, and now my son, when we're on the phone, we all say bye right before we hang up. Bye. And I don't know why we do that. I don't know who started it, but it's definitely something I've begun to recognize. But one of the things I like to look at in socialization is the media. Now, media and socialization and gender is something that's been talked about a great deal, pretty much constantly. But one of the things I like to look at is the subtle messaging and socialization in the media. For example, drinks. Now, I was hoping to do this with another kind of drink, but I ran out of time, and that is a wine glass. Think about the socialization of alcohol in mass media. How subtly it's used, where it's used. I was watching a teen show, a show made for teenagers, and the teenagers were talking about how they had a rough day and they just needed to go home and have a glass of wine. And I thought that was really fascinating. And when you think about placement of how many times you see a person on character who is drinking coffee, right? Probably just water or nothing in that mug, but it's supposed to symbolize to us that we are tired. We are a hardworking culture, and we need coffee to keep going. And what a great boost for the coffee industry. And same thing for wine or beer or whiskey. How if we are tired and we are stressed out, that the relief we can have is through alcohol, and it's placed in very unique ways. I am a huge fan of Scandal. I love the show Scandal, but wine is pretty much a main character in that show. It is placed and it is utilized, and it has a character development throughout the plot. I liked Mad Men, and alcohol was such a big force in that. And so it's really interesting to see how we're receiving these messages from a very young age that if we are tired and we are stressed out, and quite frankly, life is just too much to handle, we need an escape. And that escape can come in some form of substance, whether that be coffee or wine or something else. From a young age, we are taught to escape our stresses through the use of something that kind of really alters who we are as people. So I guess that's the challenge for this week in thinking about this is pay attention to where alcohol is being used, where coffee is being used, and other subtle forms of socialization.